Well, I got a couple things I need to do here. Well, I'll just smoke my pen. That biscotti is good. We'll be continuing the reading, Growing Up Ghetto. Toby approaching home, 88th, off East 14th Street, East Oakland. Moving right along the way, I approached East 14th Street and 88th Avenue, crossing over, passing by time cleaners that would later be sold and converted into Rob's Place, a hamburger joint. Looking at a multitude of dope fiends that were in Food King's parking lot, cooking heroin, better known as hop, in the tops of old wine bottles. Smokers, tweakers, crackheads, baseheads, or whatever they being called this week. As I look on them with hungry eyes, what a gold mine. I gotta get some of this. Oh shit, my father's on the front porch. Old man Frank, as they called him, Daddy to Toby. Old man Frank stood approximately 6 feet 3 inches, lean, black as a tire with European features. He has blue eyes and a pointed nose, and all with over 127 bicycles, 15 chainsaws, and every hand power tool made by man. Had one semi truck and over 200 guns, lawnmowers, trimmers, each and every type of musical instrument, anything else you could want or possibly think of. My father was one of the biggest fences in Oakland. He wore only the finest rings on his hands, but his pride and joy was his very rare coin collection. What's up, Daddy? What the hell is wrong with you looking like a damn tramp every time I look up? You're looking like somebody just drug your ass from underneath a damn trash can, he said. I just got home from school, I said. He always hated my dumbfound answers. It looks like you just left a hobo convention. I said nothing as I went into the house. Don't go anywhere either. I want you to do some work in the yard, he said, thinking about all the junk. To us was money to him in our backyard. The city wants us to get rid of it. All he does is move it from one side of the yard to the other side of the yard in an attempt to make it look like he got rid of some of it. Walking in the front door thinking, one part of it is true. I damn sure am hungry. I think I will have a hot tuna melt and ice cold milk. Pulling off my coat and going into the kitchen, I washed my face and hands, and in the sink I took out a can of tuna, opened it, and drained off the liquid carefully, pulled the sharp top out and threw it into the large bowl. I opened the ice box and got out the mayonnaise, mustard, onion, hot pepper, and cheese. I put half as much mayonnaise as there was tuna, a bit of mustard, chopped the onions and peppers, and mixed it all together. Then I turned the oven to 450 degrees and cut a slice of cheese approximately 3/4 inches thick. I put the tuna on bread, followed by the cheese. Put it all in the oven for 5 to 7 minutes. Now it's time to dine. A few hours later, after the yard work was completed, Toby sat and thought to himself, as he did so often, how could I get money? Thoughts were turned to prayers. As I prayed, dear God, Lord Jesus Christ, please make me rich, God. I'll do so many good things for people. I ain't gonna be mean and cruel like so many others in the game. If you just let me get money, God, please, God. Back and forth, his mind went from praying to plotting. Now it's time to come up with a real plan to do it. I know half a gram costs $75, but I know Bobby D will let me get one for 50. I could mow some lawns and make $7, $12 a piece. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hook up with Davy D and work 100 counts off on Walnut until I get enough for a whole 16th. A 16th is 1 gram and 6 tenths of cocaine. That won't take too long. With the going rate of 20 on 100, every 5 rocks you sold, you get $20. Run off at least 300 counts a day. The next day I dressed for school. If you could call my clothes dress, or if you could call them clothes for that matter, out the door and down the street, past the library, around the corner, moving down the street, I could see Treetop sitting on the bus stop on 87th Street and East 14th. What's up, Tree? I say. What's your name, boy? I said, what's your name, boy? He said, Treetop. Treetop teased me about the movie Roots. I was always totally unfazed by this kind of stuff. That ain't half as funny as it's gonna be when Big Van catch you short stopping his money down here at this bus stop. I said, you better stay out of grown folks' business. Tree said, oh, now you want to get all real like Malcolm X, motherfucker. A minute ago you thought you was Richard Pryor. I said as I made a big circle around the bus stop so Tree wouldn't try to grab me. Washing this nigga from my mind like one washes his hands, I started thinking about getting on the grind. With decoys, task force, and truancy officers, I thought, just be smart. I did not go up 87th, my usual route, Dobbs house, cutting spot. I'm gonna try to find Dave. I walked down East 14th Street, 2 more blocks, just in case somebody from home might come around the corner. Then I crossed the street on 85th and went into the store. Hello, Lin Lee, I said. Hello, Toby, Lin Lee said. Let me get 2 Chico sticks, 1 Alexander the Great, and a box of hot tamales. I said, 35 cents, Toby. I'll check you out, LL. Me, Lin Lee, no LL. Same thing, those are your initials. No initial, Lin Lee. Whatever, I said. I went back outside to the bus stop. Hey, Toby, you want your dick sucked? Hell yeah, I said to the pretty cracked out midget named Tina. Give me $10, she said. I didn't bother to tell her that $10 was just like a million to me. I ain't no trick. I responded as my dick got harder than Chinese arithmetic, where you don't want no good pussy, ass, and head that will buckle your knees and roll your eyeballs back in your head, Trina said. It sounds good, but how about a tester? If it's all that, you have a regular customer, I said. Fuck nah, nigga. I wouldn't give your dirty ass gonorrhea for free, Tina said. Get out my face then, you premature crack baby, I said. As the bus drove up, I got on and looked back and saw Tina smiling, thinking to myself, she respected me for not tricking with her. The bus doors closed, and I stood up in front of and searched my pockets for the next 2 stops until the bus driver finally said, you good and goddamn well know you ain't got no goddamn money in your pockets. Ain't nothing in your pockets but lint. Get your ass off my bus. As I got off the bus on 94th, East 14th Street, I saw the bus driver smile like, yo, little slick ass. Oh well, I thought, only 4 more blocks from the spot. In an area as hot as this one, you should walk in instead of getting off the bus in the middle of no telling what anyway. You might need to turn around and run. Passing the corner of 98, doggy diners smell good. Foods always smell better when you didn't have no money. Toby approaching 98th and Walnut, the crack spot, East Oakland. Walking around the corner of the 98th and Walnut, which is 2 blocks off East 14th Street, I could feel the vibrations of the beat in the concrete. Herm was sitting in his Mustang slamming 5 minutes of funk by Houdini. Herm, soft-spoken stacker, meaning he saved his money, couldn't hear shit, sitting in the passenger seat of his 1965 candy apple red Mustang with red and white guts. He never looked in my direction as he reached over and turned the music down on the zap board. Still not looking in my direction, Herm said, what's up, young Toad? Herm was rolling with funk. Funktown, that is. And if you were part of this particular mob and had not already made a name for yourself, you either had a young in front of your name or a bow behind it.